Trump's tax policies, their potential to reshape global economic dynamics. Since 2017, Donald Trump's tax policies and import tariffs have had the potential to not only transform the U.S. economy, but also reshape the dynamics of the global economy. These policies, driven by the America First slogan, aim to strengthen the U.S. economy while creating a domino effect in the global trade system. But what are the motivations behind Trump's moves? And more importantly, how might these changes impact the world economy? Core objectives of the policies. While revitalizing American manufacturing, one of the primary goals of the Trump administration is to strengthen the manufacturing sector in the United States. Higher import tariffs are designed to give American companies a competitive edge over international rivals and support the American workforce. Reducing the trade deficit. For years, the U.S. has struggled with a massive trade deficit, particularly with countries like China. The new tariffs aim to reduce this deficit by curbing imports and boosting U.S. exports. 3. National security concerns. In certain sectors, such as steel and aluminum, high import tariffs are justified as strategic measures for national security. Global impacts. 1. Supply chains and businesses. One of the most critical elements of the global economy, supply chains, could face disruptions due to reduced U.S. import demand. Producers in Asia, in particular, may struggle with declining exports to the U.S. 2. New trade wars. The U.S.'s actions may prompt other major economies to retaliate. Countries like China, the European Union, and others could respond with counter tariffs, further complicating global trade. 3. Opportunities for emerging economies. Reduced dependence on the U.S. could open new opportunities for emerging economies like India, Brazil, and Southeast Asian nations. These countries may establish alternative trade routes. 4. The U.S.'s global role. America's aggressive trade policies could weaken its leadership role in the international trade system. Other nations may form new economic blocs and alliances outside of U.S. influence. Economists' perspective. Trump's policies provide short-term protection for U.S. manufacturers, but have more complex and uncertain long-term effects. Economists predict that such policies could increase global inflation and trigger trade wars. On the other hand, these policies may succeed in strengthening the U.S. domestic market, but globally, they could pose significant challenges, especially for developing economies and small businesses. A new global trade order. Trump's tax policies are not just an American strategy, but could also serve as a turning point for future global economic dynamics. How will the world respond to these bold moves by the U.S.? Are we witnessing the foundations of a new trade order, or is this merely a transitional phase? Time will tell.